In what has been described as one of the most unprecedented and chaotic nights in South Africa's political history, the private residence of Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, leader Julius Malema has been set on fire by an enraged crowd. The shocking event unfolded late last night, leaving the nation in disbelief and pushing the already tense political climate to a boiling point. According to eyewitness accounts, hundreds of angry citizens began gathering near Malema's property shortly before midnight. The crowd reportedly chanted slogans demanding justice and accountability following weeks of frustration over corruption allegations, internal government scandals, and growing dissatisfaction with the EFF's leadership stance on recent national issues. What began as a protest quickly descended into uncontrollable chaos. They were shouting his name, calling him a traitor, and demanding he come out to face the people, said one eyewitness who asked not to be named. When no one came out, things turned violent. You could feel the anger in the air, it was like the whole neighborhood had erupted. Moments later, fire broke out at the front entrance of the estate, rapidly spreading through the property as explosions, believed to be from vehicles parked nearby, were heard in the distance. Firefighters arrived at the scene but struggled to gain control of the blaze due to the intensity of the crowd and the thick smoke billowing into the night sky. Political commentators have described the incident as a clear sign of deep public resentment toward the country's leadership, and not just Malema. Dr. Tobon Kadiming, a political analyst from the University of Johannesburg, called the fire a warning shot from the people. South Africans are tired, Dr. Kadiming said. They feel betrayed by leaders who promised transformation but instead got caught up in scandals, divisions, and self-enrichment. What happened to Malema's house tonight is a reflection of something far deeper. It's a nation losing patience. The EFF leader's current whereabouts remain undisclosed, though unconfirmed reports suggest that he and his family were evacuated minutes before the fire broke out, thanks to a security tip-off. Inside the EFF, fear has taken hold. Multiple sources say party members have begun receiving anonymous threats, warning them to prepare for what's coming. Some EFF regional offices reportedly closed their doors this morning, with leaders opting to stay out of public view until tensions subside. Everyone is scared, said an EFF insider. People are saying if they can burn the commander-in-chief's house, what's stopping them from coming for us next? The anger is real, and it's spreading fast. Security forces across Gauteng and Limpopo have since been placed on high alert, with additional police deployments sent to safeguard other political figures. The news of the attack spread like wildfire online, both literally and figuratively. Within hours, #Malema House burns, #EFF under attack, and #South Africa in flames were trending across X, formerly Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook. While some express sympathy for Malema and his family, others voice support for the act, calling it a wake-up call to politicians who have grown disconnected from the people they claim to represent. When the people have no voice, fire becomes their language. One viral post read, shared more than 50,000 times in just a few hours. The EFF's communications team issued a brief statement on social media, calling the attack an act of terrorism against democracy, but many critics have dismissed the response as tone-deaf. President Cyril Ramaphosa has condemned the attack, urging calm and calling for national unity. However, his statement has done little to ease public anger, with many South Africans accusing the government of ignoring the suffering of ordinary citizens. Condemnation is not enough, said community leader Linda Molefe. People are angry because their lives have not improved. There's no food, no jobs, no justice, and now, no trust in leadership. This fire is not just about Malema, it's about every broken promise. As investigators sift through the charred remains of the once luxurious property, the full scale of the damage is yet to be assessed. Early reports suggest the fire may have been started intentionally using petrol bombs. Authorities are currently reviewing CCTV footage and social media videos that captured parts of the confrontation. Analysts warn that this could mark the beginning of a dangerous wave of political violence if the government and opposition parties fail to address the underlying frustration fueling public outrage. The people are sending a message, one observer noted. They've lost faith in words, they now speak through action. For now, South Africa stands on edge, watching, waiting, and wondering whether this was an isolated act of anger, or the spark that will ignite something much larger.